Alright, so I got my factory speakers out of the car, and you can see that there's a ring with the 3 tabs on it there that clip onto the spacer. You can see the little clip there. So what I did was I took and drilled some holes on the back side. I just took this ring, kind of, this ring will sit on there, line up with holes, and the speaker will sit in. And I have this one done here. I was just using hardware I'd laying around and stuff. But you can see there, I just cut a little chip out around each hole so I can get my nut on. The only problem with doing it this way is to get this to sit flush, because when I did the first one, it's like this sits flush with the door. I didn't really take that into consideration, but these, I'll have to drill holes for these nuts if I want to sit flush or notch it out, which I might do. I probably will do it. But I did consider taking these speakers and a grinder and then cutting along the edge here and cutting this old speaker out. Pull this little ring off here, the little foam cover, and then using this metal plate and actually bolting it to the metal plate here, which I could weld nuts to it and stuff and make it so, I pull it out that way. But the reason I thought about bolting it is because you got the 3 screws. If you want to pull it out, you can pull the whole unit out. So I'm considering doing that, which today I probably won't. Maybe later on I'll keep these speakers, maybe cut that ring out. And then what you could do is, on this guy, so this would be the top side of your ring here. You can see where I drilled this hole. What I could do is knock out that center to fit the nut down in here when I have it bolted down. Now the screws I'm using, and these are just some machine screws I had. The nut on these is kind of big, so dropping it in here, it won't fit quite in between in there. So I'd probably go get some smaller nuts to drop in there, or what have you. Because if this didn't line up and it turned, it wouldn't fit in there very good. So I considered doing all that, but I just want to get the speakers in today. So I'm gonna start working on that now that I got my adapter rings done and I can bolt them up. Okay, I got my tweeter. What I did is I knocked out the speaker, drilled out the magnet, and then just made that as my adapter, since fits in there nicely. So instead of making adapters and all that stuff, that worked out pretty good. Got the crossover here. I just got it velcroed on, just to see how everything works. Just clip the factory wires, ran them in there, and then ran new wires through the door, which was a pain in the ass to get the rubber back on. The passenger side was horrible. It took me quite a while. Got the speaker in there. I think later on I'm gonna cut those rings out of the other speakers just to get rid of hide these nuts a little better. But for now, I'll leave it like that. So it's not too bad. I just need to get an amp to it, run an amp wire, and get all that stuff done. I was gonna try to put the crossovers up here. It's easy to access top of this dash. I was looking at it, and I think if I actually pulled all this out, I could probably get them underneath there. But on top, I don't think it will work because I don't have a hell of a lot of space underneath the dash panel. But oh well. So got that side's all done. Everything fit in there, so that's good. I would pull the dash out and run the wires a little bit better, but with these cars, this is super fragile. You see it's got a crack there on both of those corners, and this isn't the factory color because these cracks so easy. So I got another one in the garage, and then this one I pulled out of the junkyard. So I got a couple of them, but I'm gonna strengthen it before I start pulling this out or anything. Put like fiberglass on the back side of it. But so yeah, that's why I just kind of fished the wires down and got it to work for now. But so yeah, finally gonna have some speakers. All right, so we got Pioneer. It's the 80 PRS, and got the speakers all installed. I don't have this door panel on yet. It rattles a little bit, but I get some sound in me. Playing it might sound like crap, I don't know. Some old school stuff here. So this deck puts out 50 watts. I believe these speakers are 100 watts RMS at 4 ohm. I have to look online, but I'm pretty sure they're 100 watt ones. Kind of some of the mounting features they come with. Nice little mounting ring there. And it's got a hole in the back for a screw, so you can screw the speaker into it. Then there's this one here. It's kind of a flush mount. You'd put it in your pillars or something like that. And a couple different mounting options. There is a metal ring here. I don't know if that's just a beauty ring or what there, but it comes with a couple of those. I think it just fits around the tweeter. I think that's just another mounting option. It comes with a couple of machine screws. So, otherwise, it sounds pretty good. I did want to get some audio frogs. I'd like to hear the difference between these and audio frogs. Audio frogs are a little bit less wattage. They're not as loud, which I'm going for more quality than SPL on this one. So, I need to get rear deck speakers. The wiring's all jacked up back there. The speakers that are back there are junk. This had all the factory fronts in it. It had 6x9s in the back that were just some cheap aftermarket ones. I don't know. I might go AD design for the back as well. We'll see. I'm not quite sure if I'll do that or not right now. I'm gonna put a 13.5 JLW3 in the rear. I have some odd gauge wire back there. I do have a 13.5 W7 or 13W7 that needs rebuilt. I might put that in there. I'm just trying not to spend too much money right now, so I don't know. I'll see what I do. I'll use the stuff I have first, and then decide later on if I want to get that W7 rebuilt. So see how it all goes. For now, it's good. I'm gonna drive to work tonight and bump some tunes.